All right, everyone, what's up? Lee Mustang here, getting ready for another stream. Some more Mario RPG. Can't wait to continue to do some more of this post-game content. Let's go ahead and get the stream up and running. My card flickered for a second. I'm gonna go ahead and reactivate the card just to make sure we don't have any issues midstream, like with sound sync and all that. Hopefully everyone's having a good Saturday. We're streaming a little bit earlier. I kind of want to get through this game so that I can go ahead and jump right into Pokemon Crystal and Pokemon Stadium 2 again, because I'm trying to work quickly through those games. But I was really excited about this game, so I was going to play it. And even though I only have 2 days to stream, typically, I was going to stream it. So, or rather, 1 day to stream. So I'm squeezing in some extra stream time just so I can go ahead and play through this game. I've been excited for it. Oh, what the heck? Did we get interesting? But yeah, long story short, I've been wanting to play this game. I'm going to play it to completion. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into Seaside Town. There was something that I realized that I may have missed, because I did not bother to revisit. I could be wrong. If I am, I'll probably just look it up later. But I think I could have gotten a frying pan out of Moleville, and I just completely forgot to go get it. Because I visited that shop, and it's like, oh, I find all sorts of neat stuff here. And I was like, yeah, you do. Oh, I went to the wrong spot. What am I doing? I think he had set up shop here. Yep. My inventory, item number 2, a mystery egg. I have no idea what it does, so it grows on you. It's for 200 coins. I will take it. Item number 3, a feather. Just fell right out from the sky all of a sudden. I may have picked it up off the ground, but it's a real gem. Oh, it's another feather. A metal plate. This I don't remember what it's for. I don't know what it's used for, but I will take it. All I've got for now. You can't get inside Booster Tower very easily. You'd need a really strong person for that. Well, we already resolved that. No thanks. You're such a Scrooge. You're darn right I am. Alright, so I thought that I would get it from there. Unless that metal plate was actually... Oh, it was the frying pan. Enough iron to be dangerous. And it's more powerful than the slap glove, which I honestly thought was... No, super slap is what I had before. Super slap, and the frying pan is like 20 points stronger than that. So yeah, I was right. There was a thing for me to get. You see, everyone has a wake up pin equipped. I'm tired of being knocked out and going to sleep. Stop it, game. I don't appreciate it. All right. Let's go ahead and save. It's kind of funny that one of her best weapons is actually not found in the end game, but coming back to this place. Alright, so our hint was Jonathan Johnny Jones, which hopefully we're not gonna have to do a whole bunch of puzzle stuff again. Hopefully we could just go straight to Jonathan Johnny Jones. I had saved in Seaside Town thinking that maybe I could run into him again. And we're max level, so we don't really have to fight anyone, so we're gonna just run right through. Alright, we can't just fall through there. I can't believe they got rid of all the real world references. Oh my gosh, are you serious? I have to resolve this to get to him? I didn't have to change anything on this one. I didn't have to change anything on that one either. Fight the squid again? JK, just jump into the hole. I wonder if you'll have something from Mario in this case. Oh boy. Am I gonna be better off rushing through here? What's the pattern? Aha. And this ship is super convoluted. Oh hey, you're back. What? Did I never get this? Or does it just become a coin box after we beat up the dude that was in there? I don't think I ever really revisited this area because there was no real need to. What a convoluted ship though, for real. Nope. That was an accident because I actually did not want to fight any of these guys. Well, they can walk instead of run. Oh, it's this way. That's amazing. No one's ever whipped Johnny. Avast, Mario! I've been waiting to see your mug around here again. Ever since our little duel, I felt a whirlpool in my heart, sucking all the joy away. This can't go on, matey. Who is Johnny without a fire in his belly? So I ask you, would you cross swords with me one more time? A tremendous duel, just the two of us, without any items even. What do you see? Let's set this sea to boiling. Let's do it. Good fun. I know you would accept, Mario. Put the allies you want cheering you on in your active party, you'll get their ally buff effects. Attack speed up, magic defense up. Defense up. I'm probably gonna need defense up. What does Mallow give? Magic attack up. Peach gives magic defense up. And Gino gives attack up and speed up. And I'm almost confident I'm gonna be faster, but that attack up is probably gonna be necessary. Now steel yourself, for here I come. Only 43, oh boy. Oh, I took full damage for that. What the heck? am I doing more damage with regular attacks? Wait, hold up. Is he immune to jumps or something? Oh my gosh. Alright, so let me see something. Let's look at our monster list and find Jonathan Jones on here. I'm assuming he'd be somewhere through back here. Oh my god, so many different types of enemies. Oh my gosh, and we're only at like Nimbus Land and Culex and whatnot. Okay, wait. Here we go. Johnny. Sunken ship. Weak status, weak elements. So, I don't know why super jump was super ineffective, basically. So, I can't use items. You're gonna make me waste my time fighting? Come on, game. Oh my god, did I land on the other... What? Maybe I should equip the lazy shell. Because some of that stuff was hurting way too much. Also, why can't there be a save box anywhere here? I don't think there was one down there, but let me double check. Nope. I can't... Fantastic. I blocked that! Okay, I'm not redoing all of that nonsense. It's like if you mess up a timed hit at all, or you don't get a perfect timed hit, that's basically it. So I can't use the gauge move either. I perfectly blocked it. Gauge up! Still dies. Or not perfectly blocked it, but I did the timed hit correctly is what I mean. Not being able to use items means you have to get everything timed correctly. So all I'm gonna learn is how to perfectly do this. Wait a minute, I made it further this time. Okay. Oh, I missed. Great. Oh, what? I was not expecting a regular attack. Oh boy. I hope this fight's almost done. Oh, I think I won. And a random gauge up at the end, really? Alright. I've been getting neato items at the end of all this. What are you gonna give me? Horror, you got me, but never in my years have I fought a fighter battle so fierce, so heated. Take this, and remember the day our duel brought the fire back to my belly. Got an extra shiny stone. I found that stone in the lowest depths of my ocean. It's proper that the victor of our duel should be its... Oh, I can't do that voice. Its keeper. Oh boy, that did a number on my throat. You beat me fair, but it wasn't victory I needed. It was a duel well fought against a worthy foe. Johnny's our main man. He even fights in his sleep. We'd follow him anywhere. Hop on the trampoline next door. I'll take you outside. This is 100% currant juice. It's mighty tasty stuff, mate. Let's visit the Frog Sage, since his name's not Frog Fuchsius anymore. I'm gonna have a feeling he's gonna send me to Monstro Town to go face Culex, since we got an extra shiny stone for that. You think that flat evil being has learned his lesson? Wherever did he go anyway? I almost ran out again. I'm gonna go to Booster Pass. Hopefully it'll put me through the back entrance. Nope, of course not. I'm sure I'm missing some. Have you got 3 frog coins to fill in the dot peak info for a monster in the list? Yes. Got it. The peak info for the Bowser clone. Got the dot peak info for Torte. Got the dot peak info for the Mario clone. Dot peak info for the Bob-omb. Dot peak info for the Peach clone. Dot peak info for Bunt. Dot peak info for Smithy. Wait, what? I thought peak Smithy. I also got the one from Machine Made. What is this? There's nothing you need from your out. You've got the top peak info for every available monster so far. Party. It's gonna be our party for now. Man, oh man, doing that voice. We're not doing this. I keep forgetting that it's so much faster to just do it through here. Dum 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 dum. There's his door again. It's been sealed. Look, the extra shiny stone is reacting. Seal has been broken. Here again. Do you think Culex is back? I thought when we defeated him, he said farewell and went off somewhere. He was the one who had a flat plane of a form, correct? Could he have returned? Ha! So what if he did? We thrashed him once. If he needs a rethrashing, I'll give it to him. Denizens of the three-dimensional world, our paths cross once more. You have used your great strength to grant the wishes of powerful people. The force of your strength resonated with my own wish, enabling me to attain greater evil power and return to this plane. You shall see this power firsthand. Feast your eyes. This new form is worthy of your three-dimensional forms. I return to this world remade. I am matter and antimatter. I am past, present, and future. I will consume all time and space. My evil power is in harmony with this three-dimensional world, and now it will crush you. Oh my gosh! Whoosh, swoosh. 4? Wait, what's 4? Personally, I never felt the need to become three-dimensional. I continue to hate how dry it is on the surface. Master Culex certainly has grown impressive. Whoa, so he basically has 9,999 HP. I'm gonna assume that some of that is chip damage from the perfects I've done. A bear witness to the power of post-game content. What? Oh my God. Might wanna. Oh, well, he's down. I need to switch with Mallow so that I can come back. Gonna switch her out. Oh, it died. Alright, switch out to Gino. Of course I miss. Alright. Oh. Whoa, 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 stop. Cancel. Are you kidding me right now? What is this? It's trying to update in the middle of it because I accidentally backed out. That would have been bad. Would have been really irritated if I couldn't have done that. Alright, come back, Mallow. Somebody has to swap places with her, so let's make that be Gino. I'm curious. No, we are all gonna wipe probably. Except for Mario. Switch Peach. And I'm back Mallow. Of course. Oh my god. Let me use a maple syrup. Come back, Gino. Is everyone up? Everyone is up. Of course it misses. I group hug everyone. She's gonna have to get swapped out soon because I need her to be okay. Yeah, I gotta swap her out on this turn. Of course. So everyone's gonna wipe because it's supposed to leave you with what, just exactly 1 HP. I can't swap you out, right? Oh, he's dead. He just buffed. Of course I miss. Swap out for Mallow. Come back for Mallow. Swap out for Gino. I just gotta out-tank it. I gotta swap her out on this turn. Of course I miss. Of course! An attack that I can't block. So that everyone wipes. Now it's her turn again. I'm gonna come back, Mario. If it becomes Bowser's turn, I'm gonna attack the stupid red crystal. Oh, it's dead. So now I can completely focus him. Oh, now you get 2 turns to attack? Neato. Excuse me. It's ridiculous that I have to do that for Mario, but Final Claw. Ooh, Gerp. I'll take a Final Claw over that stupid meteor attack. Oh, well, everyone's up, so I guess she gets to attack. I have to swap her out just in case on her turn. Ooh, we can survive that? I'll take it. Seems like all your buffs have run out. Okay, now I'm gonna bring Peach in. Swap her. No, not swap her out, not yet. On this next turn, I have to swap her out. Hey, let me thought peek. I don't know how much longer this fight's gonna go on for. It's almost over. Gotta swap her out on this turn. just in case. We did it! Oh, he turned 2D again. Unbelievable, you have defeated me at my strongest, in my three-dimensional splendor. The forces of malevolence have faded. I have lost my depths, diminished once more to the form of a flat plane. I will withdraw to that land to regain my three-dimensional power, then await your return. It took you 53 turns to defeat me this time. Oh, so we can refight him to see how many turns we can do it with quickly? That is quite a long time. You got a crystal shard. I await the destined one's return. So is the crystal thing a good item? A symbol of ultimate strength. Extra shiny stone. Oh, we beat him. I didn't get anything for it, but I beat him. Except I guess maybe the way to fight him again? Question mark? I always do this. I'm gonna go to a shop here real quick. Not that one. You have items? No, you are a weapon shop. You are an armor shop. Get what the other shops were. It's the mushroom guy. I don't want to give you my mushrooms then. I don't think I need any more of those. May as well have one for each character in case something silly happens. Oh my gosh, why do I keep doing this? I want to go to the map menu, brain, not walking out to the world map because that takes too long. And the time it takes me to travel the world map, I could just do this. Boom, I'm in Tadpole Pond. I don't know if that's the last of the weird stuff we have to do. You've proven yourself unstoppable. From this day forward, it's you who should be called the Sage. Greetings, Mario Sage. Greetings, Mario Sage. Greetings, Mario Sage. Alright, so there's nothing else for me to do. I guess fight Smithy again? Maybe? I keep doing this. Why do I keep going out to the map? Alright, maybe something different happens if we beat Smithy now that I did all that bonus content. We're just gonna go straight to Smithy. Of course we miss. Kind of curious why these guys, who are clearly Mario enemies, are in... Oh boy. Why they're in, like, the weapon world. One second, guys. Alrighty, sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna just take care of something real quick. And he blocked out my regular attack, so I have to waste MP. Can we just run then? I don't want to deal with this to begin with. Alright, I think we're fully stocked on everything. Wait. I could just move out, so I can just stay here. Back then I would have had to walk all the way back out. I could just do this instead. Oh, already finished your tour of the factory, huh? Alright then, about a little demonstration. Yo, Smithy, stop making those things and hand over the star piece now. That yo is like completely out of character for Gino, I feel like. Oh, get out of my castle. My, we're a little touchy, aren't we? You know, I'm actually growing rather fond of this place. Please don't make us go through anymore. Just give us a star now. Better yet, why don't you give me your stars? By then I could easily conquer this world. Get rid of all wishes to create a world filled with weapons. Over here now. I'll crush you all. Fantastic. Nothing like messing up the top peak. Freshly made and piping hot. I'm spitting hot fire. Fantastic. Calm down, Smithy. Your head looks like a geyser. Don't get so worked up. Think of your blood pressure. We just built this yesterday and the foundation's very weak. So stop shaking the floor. How utterly annoying. What the? How the heck? Oh, Mallow, you decided to get up, huh? I'm gonna go into a death animation the second you hit the ground. No! Whoa! I'm burning, seething, never have I been so wronged. It is time. I will show you my real form. I will show you my true power. I will teach you respect, and I shall have my revenge. Wrong! Whoa! Come on, you puny ants. My head's so heavy. Precision machines like me have to be careful around electricity. Can't move. Smithy's body can attack. We can attack again. Can't move. Shoot. You know, I know it's supposed to look like a wizard thing, but it almost looks like the crown ends up being a face almost. Probably have your weakest. Yep. He's gonna take the most amount of damage now. I think one more attack to the body should paralyze it again. Yep. She has sword rain, arrow rain, and spear rain. Okay, it might be time for a group hug. Just because some people's health was a little too low for comfort for me. Rog! My body and head are burning. It's not possible. I don't believe it. No! I'm finished. Done for. You meddlers. Rug. No! I doubt the ending's gonna change, but come on, Mario. Send the last one way up high. Thank you, everyone. The Star Road is back to normal, and Bye, Gino. And then everything was happily ever after. Now people's wishes can come true, right? What? Belom's in the ending now. Okay, so maybe some things are different. He made a friend. I don't remember if the tortoises were up front before, but here they are. Oh wait, we did something with the tortoises, so maybe that's why they're there. And Jinx is here now. I don't recall him being in the ending before. Oh, Culex! Jonathan Johnny Jones, we did something with him, but I don't see anything different here. Just maybe his cape is flapping now. Hey, it's Punchinello! Yeah! Thank you! Right? Parade. Since 1996, based on the work of the original development staff. Luigi's one and only actual appearance in the game, aside from the Wish. Like the Dinah and Mike show. Oh yeah, Croco and his minion. booster in his train. Then they stole from them, and then he stole from Bowser's. Forget if the Axon Rangers show up at all. Hi, Toad. I think those were all the children in the game, maybe? Or were those all the children? There's the Mushroom Kingdom. And somewhat faithfully reconstructed. Confident that that would change if I was using, if I had bought more fireworks. Oh no, Gino became a D. In the D end. Well, that does it, I guess. Save your clear data, yep. So what happens when I load the clear data? We end up back at home. I think that's a fitting end. to everything. That was fun. Some characters got a few extra cool items at the end of it. Should probably double check that there aren't other cool items to be had. I think that would be wise. Let's take a look. So, listen to music, check your records. Complete the monster list, stay at the Marrymore Hotel Suite. Fight post-game bosses, defeat the super boss. Find Great Guys Casino, play mini games. I've already done all of that. We beat Scratchy Throat Belome. Apparently that's what he's called. We beat Punchinello. We beat Engineer 23 Booster. The Bunt. I forget what the heck the Bunt. Oh, the cake. The cake. Bunt was the cake. We fought Johnny. We fought Mario-style Jinx. And we did Culex in 3D. So yeah, we are officially done with the game, guys. We have beat Mario RPG. Ooh. I feel accomplished. It was a good game. I enjoyed it. I'm never gonna get the 30 super jumps in a row. Not 30, I'm sorry. I was able to actually do the 30 super jumps in a row. But I'm probably never gonna get the 100. So I'm not even gonna bother with that. Couldn't do it on the Super Nintendo. I imagine that here should be a lot easier. So I don't think that's gonna happen. Let's go ahead, as you can probably see, I'm taking the game out. Put it back in its case, and we are done with Mario RPG. Ooh. It is going back in its case. I had a lot of fun playing this game. A couple frustrating moments mostly because I thought they did some cheapo stuff with some bosses. But otherwise, it was a fun game. I enjoyed it. Hopefully, you guys, if you've been watching up to this point, have also enjoyed Mario RPG, either because you were playing it yourself or because you were experiencing it vicariously through me. Hopefully, it is something that you have enjoyed. So, I guess we'll be returning to our regularly scheduled Pokemon stuff. I'm glad that I took the time to finish this today. So next stream, which will probably be tomorrow, we'll be back to Pokemon Stadium 2, hopefully defeating a lot of the what they called. What was that cup called again? I can't even remember what the cup was called anymore. I just know that it was not a fun experience. I was not enjoying that at all. So, who knows? Maybe they'll do a sequel to the game. I don't know. But in any case, we are done. Probably going to be a relatively short stream because of that. There was not much left to do in the post game. And there's not a whole lot that I could spend doing for about like another hour or so. So I think I'm going to call it quits for now on this stream. I want to thank everyone who stopped by to watch. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself. Let's go ahead and plug in our socials. Right. So I would really appreciate it if you gave me a follow over here at twitch.com/LeeMustang so you can know when I'm going to stream in the future. Like I said, tomorrow probably be headed back into Pokemon Stadium 2 and hopefully go on to complete Pokemon Crystal. On a side note, all future Pokemon games, I'm highly debating doing them as Let's Plays instead, only because I feel like I'm going to be forced by Nintendo to try and rush through as many of the games as possible so that I can upload everything to Pokemon Bank and thus Pokemon Home, because I don't want to leave any of my Pokemon behind since they want to close down the 3DS online services. They just said that's not going to close down right away, but whatever. Like I said, give me a follow over at twitch.com/LeeMustang. I'd greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a follow over at x.com or twitter.com/LeeMustang, where you can find out when I'm going to be streaming. Another little alert that you guys can follow me on. And of course, go ahead and give me a follow over at instagram.com/lee.mustang, where you can see all of the stuff that I'm adding to my game collection over time. I actually got a few things that I want to add, so hopefully in the coming days I'll be able to take some time to take some pictures of that and upload that to Instagram. But you can see all the other stuff that I've gotten over the years. It's not a a picture of my full collection of stuff, but you know, some nice little stuff on there that you guys can see. And let me know what you guys think about my overall game collection. And of course, give me a follow over at youtube.com/LeeMustang, where you can catch a bunch of my other Let's Plays, long plays, review videos, and other formatted videos. And of course, if you are watching this over at youtube.com/LeeMustang, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Subscribe to my channel to help it grow. Click the little bell icon to be in the know, and I'll see you guys in the next part. Until then, guys, take care.